Welcome to PiSeas Tarot, and I am your host, Mimi Lightseer. Your business is my business. Today, we will dive into your business with a timeless relationship reading, which means it could be platonic, professional, or romantic. In this session, we will explore the overall energy of your reading, obtain cosmic insights to identify the topics, spill the tea on the energies involved, uncover the positives and the negatives while revealing the lessons that you need to learn, and suggest actions for healings and the best possible outcomes. Remember, this is a general reading, and you have found it when this message is needed. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. Remember, I am LGBTQ plus friendly, using pronouns for storytelling purposes. Lastly, please like, rate, subscribe, and comment. Let me know how this message is connecting with you. And without further ado, let's get into your business.
Hey, good morning, beautiful souls. Welcome to PiSeas Tarot. I am a Mimi Lightseer, and over here at PiSeas Tarot, your business is my business. And ooh, honey, let me tell you, today, Spirit is pulling up a chair, y'all, because we about to dive all the way deep into somebody's business. And oh, child, when I tell you that the tea is steep and hot today, and Spirit is here ready to serve, y'all. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning to all of my guppies swimming early in the light. Good evening to my night owls and my graveyard shift crew. A big old warm and filled love to my international cousins joining us from all over the world. If you are new to the Pisces pod, go ahead and drop a star in the chat so we can show you some love. And if you've been here before, welcome back, cousin. Okay? You already know what to do. Go ahead and drop a fish in the chat while we slide right on into the soul circle, y'all. And let's give our warm love welcome over here to celebrate the newbies, but not only that, but to also celebrate the return of our spiritual family at the beach, y'all. Okay, today's agenda, so you know how we're flowing, so you can get comfortable right now. We're going to start out with a brief energy cleanse, which is a gentle moment to cleanse ourselves with breath work and sound, followed by some divine insights, which I'm going to cover what Spirit is showing me through the downloads. I had a dream, y'all, with the earworm in it. Okay, so you know that. Then we'll jump on in over to the tarot card reading, pulling cards to validate what Spirit has been whispering for the collective. And then I will bookmark this, or close this out rather, with some final thoughts from your girl, Mimi, before we swim off. All right. So if you're ready to get into this reading, I want you to go ahead and find those cleaning emojis. Put any kind of cleaning supply, utensil, whatever emoji you can find down in the chat, because baby, it is time for us to go ahead and get into this. All right. Here we go. All right, before we move further, let's take a minute to just ground ourselves and become aligned. We're going to take in 3 deep breaths and hold it and release, okay? The first time we're going to take in a deep breath and just practice taking in a deep breath. All right, here we go. Again, let's inhale clarity and peace and exhale tension and distractions. And one more time, let's breathe in alignment and release anything that we don't need to carry into this moment. Beautiful. Now let's clear the energy and open up space for Spirit to step in. We're going to do this with the help of our girl, Boo Boo, right here. All right, here we go. Wake up, girl. Divine Spirit, we invite you in this place. Wrap us with your protection and your guidance. Surround us with your light and your love, and help this reading to be clear, accurate, but most of all, delivered in the highest good of all of those who are involved. May this moment bring insight, clarity, and truth. Thank you. Amen. And I say. All right, now let's shift gears and prepare for a little fun, a lot of truth, and some deep insights. As a quick and gentle reminder, this is a safe and sacred space. Your honesty, your openness, and your laughter are all welcome here. Listen, we have all been a fool in love before, and baby, don't worry if this reading calls you out just a little bit. Today just may be your turn, okay? If you're ready for what spirit is starting to cook, drop that cooking emoji in the chat and let's get ready to get into this message, all right? Cooking emoji, cooking emoji, cooking emoji. Because I told y'all it came up in a dream. Came up in a dream. Here we go. Now, each day before we gather, I always take time to tap in and sit quietly with spirit and listen and reflect on the energies moving through the collective. And sometimes it's a download, sometimes it's a vision, and sometimes it's just a little annoying song stuck in my head called an earworm, all right? And I know that is spirit trying to get its way to get me to pay attention to something, okay? So I was sitting here dreaming, okay? I was dreaming. And I can't even tell you what I was dreaming about. I can't even tell you what I was dreaming about. But in my dream, I heard this song playing in my ear. And I actually heard two songs. It was like a blend. So during my dream, I heard this song, which is Alicia Keys from 2019. The song is called Show Me Love, okay? And I'm hearing her sing in my dream, Show Me Love. Treat it like we're freaking on the weekend. Show me love. I eat up the seconds, times, and the reasons for your love. This is not the season for nobody else but us. I always get wrapped up in you, baby. I'm in love. We gonna get this loving like we never done it, baby. I'm in love. Go ahead, show me some love like we never done it. Ooh, I got you running every time I give you some. Show me love, show me love, show me love. Okay. So I said, oh, okay. And then when I got up, right? When I got up and started moving around, guess what song I heard? In Vogue singing in my ear, giving him something he can feel. I said, what in the world is going on? Now, the reason why this is important, look, as I drop coffee all on my shirt, the reason why this is important is because as I was reflecting upon the energies that spirit was showing me, it was I was seeing and sensing there being like a disconnect between two people. And that's not surprising, right? There's often disconnects in relationships and whatnot. But when I was hearing Alicia Keys like beg and plea for love, it was coming from the space of not that I'm in love, but it was like, will you show me some attention? Will you give me some affection? Like, do you even like me? Like, are you paying attention to what I'm doing? It's that type of disconnect, right? Where you have one person, thank you, Temptress, for my gift. You have one person who is dying, per se, to get some affection and some attention from you. And then you have another person who's just like, yeah, beat it, scrub, you know? So I don't know what this is about. All right. But I can promise you we're here for a reason. And whether it's a lyric, a phrase, a feeling, or a spiritual prompt, just know that we landed here today for a reason. As I just said, someone may need this reminder. Somebody may need this confirmation, and somebody just may need that validation. And that somebody may be you. Okay. So if y'all ready to get into this reading, I want you to go ahead and find those tea kettles, because I want to know who's over here trying to get somebody to show them love and get them something that they can feel. And when I was hearing the giving him something he can feel, I wasn't hearing it like in a proudness. It was like, I'm giving him something that he can feel from a space of, okay, you don't want to reciprocate. You don't want to show me love. You don't want to give me the energy. Let me take my energy back. All right, here we go. Steffi says, me, that would be me. Me, weird. So on point. It ain't weird, girl. It's how it works. All right, so here we go. Let's pour this tea, shall we? Spirit's got something to say. And remember, when we talk about energy, it's important to remember that the universe speaks in many different languages. Sometimes it's emotions, patterns, dreams, people, silence, numbers, colors. You just got to be still enough to be quiet and listen, all right? So let's see. What is the overall energy reading for today is? And it's not even like you're asking for much. You're just asking for the bare minimum of attention. And like this person is just mentally inadept with, or incapable, I should say, of giving you. And the answer is like, what is that about? Because the moment that they switch and they open up and they give you exactly what it is that you need, as soon as they let go and stop resisting, both of y'all will be wrapped up in each other. That's what's crazy. But it's like they keeping you at bay for a reason. And I don't understand that. Okay. So here we go. Let it go. All right. Let it go. We have two birds here that have some type of tool, some type of fabric that they're wrapping around a heart, which green does represent the heart chakra. Okay. These are hummingbirds. Okay. And so it's very interesting because as we look at this card, there are two different sets of feathers here. All right. There's two different sets of feathers. There's a set of feathers here. There's a set of feathers here. All right. But you have these hearts that is a total different thing. Okay. Let it go. Let it go with these two hummingbirds. Okay. Now that let it go can go two ways. I'm hearing let it go. Let go the strings, let go the attachments, let go. Or unravel the binders, unravel the blockers, unravel the things that are keeping you closed off, right? It can go two ways. Thank you, Temptress, again for my gift, okay? Show me love, all right? Now, what is the truth that we need to hear right now for our journey? Abundance, okay? I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire into this physical reality, okay? So perhaps you're being encouraged today. If you are the person that's feeling like you're asking somebody to show you love, maybe you're being encouraged to let it go today and focus on the other opportunities that you have, okay? The other options that are out there, right? Knowing that you don't have to beg somebody to give you time and attention when you can have people that are out there who are willing to give you the time and attention that you need without asking, right? It's almost like, look at me. It's almost given, and this is not to be disrespectful by any figment of the imagination, but it's coming across, and I don't like this term. I really don't like this term because I feel like it puts a negative stigma on people, but it's almost giving like pick me energy, okay? Pick me energy. And it's not to say that you're giving that. I'm saying like that's what is giving to me. It's coming across and feeling to me almost like a pick me energy. It's like, okay, when you gonna do this for me? And the reason why I'm saying it like the pick me energy is because like you're patiently waiting for this person to give you the time, the attention, the affection, the admiration, and adore you the way that you would like to be adored. And you're not asking for a lot. And the same things that you're asking this person to give you, others, if you give them the time, they will create and hold that space for you. Does that make sense? Okay. Does that make sense, y'all? If that makes sense to you, I want you to put the stars in the chat. Some stars, okay? Now, order in the forest. Okay, here we go again with this color green. Okay, which is reflecting the heart chakra. We have cleansing, releasing resentments, and making amends, okay? Order in the forest, okay? So possibly this is becoming so contentious to the point to where you're like, you know what? I'm doing too much. I'm asking for too much. I'm having this conversation one too many times with you. Why do I have to beg you to show me some love when I got 10 other people that keep calling me and I keep ignoring their calls? They want to make plans. I keep telling them I'm busy. Like, y'all know how this go. And sometimes it's not even the people that you're not attracted to. Sometimes these are very attractive people that you got on your phone, but because you're so tuned in to this other person already, it's like, yeah, get away from me, Nat. Beat it, scrub, So you have some beautiful options that are more like your type. They're just not the person that you have been digging on right now, okay? Okay, high is good. Here we go, give this color green. High is good. I am a conduit, okay? Change me, divine beloved, into the one who can let you act through me. I offer myself to you. May I be a conduit for your blessings. Use me for the highest good, okay? Now, remember, I referenced early on about opening yourself up and letting go the binders, letting go the blockers, letting go the resentments or the hesitance, right? Now, this somewhat looks like she's standing there opening herself up and seeing what's within her, right? But when you look at it again, it's not really opening up her. There's something that's insulating her, which means like these two rocks, meaning these are obstacles. These are things that you try to put up as a challenge, as a barrier, as I mentioned. And that's where you protect your peace. That's where you protect your sanity. That's where you protect your heart and your health, right? That's where you protect the fruit of your life, okay? And so it seems like someone has been holding these things hostage, trying to hold out or hold up. And it could be the other person that we're talking about, right? But instead of opening up and just, it's a weird, strange feeling, y'all, okay? It's a weird, strange feeling, y'all. All right, now, here we go. What is a sign that this message can be for us? Water, okay? If you're seeing water everywhere, I know it's the summertime. You may be craving water, right? You may be feeling dehydrated and feeling like you need to drink an excessive amount of water recently or lately. But regardless, if you're seeing a lot of water, this is about you surrendering. Okay, this is about you surrendering, letting go. Okay, this is about you surrendering, you letting go, and trusting. Okay. Spirit just might be telling you this morning you're doing too much. All right. Now, as we dig deeper into this energy and begin tuning into the people who are involved, yes, I'm going to talk about them too. I want you to stay focused on what resonates with you and let the rest float away. If it ain't yours, don't make it be. Okay? If it ain't yours, don't make it be. Now, when I'm hearing Alicia Keys talking about show me love, it's a playful energy. It's not a demanding energy. It's like, show me love. Let me know this what you want to do. Let me know that I'm the person that you vibing with. Like, loosen up. Show me some love. Like, I'm hearing it in a playful energy. But then it's like I'm also feeling the heaviness of this person's rejection. Like, you're trying to blow it off like it's nothing, and it's really hurtful to you, and you're really confused by it. If you know what I'm talking about, I want you to drop a sad face in the chat. If you know exactly what I'm talking about, I want you to put a sad face in the chat. See? Move on. Someone is unavailable, a waste of time. It is over. Move on. Move on. Unavailable. Don't that suck when you meet somebody and you be all excited about them and you could like vibe with them and you can enjoy what you need to enjoy with them, but then they just not open. They just not giving you the time of day. Slow down just fell out. Life isn't a race, nor is it a competition. You need to slow down. Doing so doesn't make you weaker or less than. It makes you strong, wise, and much better to help navigate life with clarity and ease. Slow down. Slow down. I don't know about you, but I get too distracted. If I got too many things going on, it's too much. It's overwhelming. Like I'd rather just focus on one person at a time. But I know that's not how to date, really, right? But it'd be like if I got too many options, I'm like, I can't. I'm not one to be lying to people and make it. I just gotta tell the truth. What you doing? I'm at dinner with a friend. That's what I'm doing. Mind your business. All right. Awareness. Maintain awareness. Be present in every moment. Okay. So you're being encouraged to look and to see and to be aware and to pay attention to the things that you see, the things that are being done, the things that are not being done. Listen to the things that are being said, the things that are not being said. Pay attention. Not spiritually woke being at the bottom of the deck. Self-awareness, cutting through the illusions and detaching from ego. I'm going to keep that because I saw that at the bottom of the deck. And as you will note, both of these cards have what? An excessive color of green. She got green around her eyes. She got green in the background. This person is out here in the woods or in some type of, it's going to be a woods. It's not a forest. But you see that? You see how all of these things are aggregating and coming together? It's all aligning. It's all aligning. Paranoid, cautious, insecure, and guarded. Didn't I tell y'all that was the energy that I was picking up on? Either you're going to let go of the things that are blocking you, and it's self-preservation, okay? Someone is doing the most to preserve themselves because they're afraid of getting hurt. And it's turning off the person who's actually interested. And it's just like, show me love. Like, I ain't here to hurt you. Paranoid, okay? Cautious, guarded, insecure. All right. And here we go with this I again. If y'all see what we going this morning, I want you to drop a card in the chat. Drop a card in the chat. What is the T, Spirit? Yikes. Divination abuser fell out. Not thief. Why is thief flipped over? Thief, robbed, lost, physical or emotional. And y'all see that greenery in the background? Y'all see that? I wouldn't be surprised if one or the other person involved in this is an earth sign. But somebody feels like somebody stole something from them or they had some type of physical loss. When we look into the broken mirror, what do we see? mind games, immature, testing you, analyzing you. So they're playing with you. They're playing games with you. All right? They're being very immature. They're playing games with you. They're doing things intentionally to sabotage it. It's almost like they have a way, it's almost like they feel like they're not worthy of it. And so instead of them understanding that they're worthy and deserving, they're trying to make you peel off by pushing you off. Okay? This is absolutely a form of self-sabotage. Okay? And it's almost like, what is wrong with people that you don't feel like you're good enough for love? And it's because they've been hurt before. Okay? And they may be going through your phone looking for things, and there's nothing to be found because you're not doing anything. All right? But this person is definitely testing you.
This is a test. This station is conducting a test of the emergency broadcasting system. This is only a test.
Yeah, but you about to fail the test. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's like, why am I begging you to show me love when I got 7 other people that could be showing me some love, some TLC, right? We got options. If you know this person is playing games with you, or you've been feeling like this person is playing games with you, can you drop some gaming emojis down in the chat? What lies beneath this, spirit? Putting on a show. They're putting on a show, pretending to be somebody that they're not. It's all smoke and mirrors, being extra, being dramatic. Based on the way these cards is coming out, y'all, it feels like this person actually freaking likes you. They just don't know how. And when I say they just don't know how, I mean, it feels like they don't know how to receive, okay? They really feel good about you, but they so used to being guarded and closed off that they don't know what to do. Yahoo! They don't know how to open up. And I mean, at the end of the day, it's not your problem that they don't know how to open up. Either you're ready or you're not. Either you can accept me for who I am or not. All right, Spirit, what's the true emotion here? Bad news. Bad news, okay? Either you're going to be giving it or you're going to be receiving it, but we got bad news here, okay? It's almost like they waiting for the other shoe to drop. But they ain't got to worry about that with you. Like, you're really interested. Like, you're really invested. What's blocking this relationship here? Incomplete. You want someone to complete you, but you need to be whole on your own. Okay, so this goes back to like their inability to open up. It's like they want love, they desire love, like they always want that companion, but they don't know how to open up. It's like they want the superficial aspects of it, but then it's like they don't really want the relationship itself. It's a weird feeling. You understand? It's like they want that, but then they don't want it. You know, have y'all ever been in that before where it's like it's confusing, it's mixed signally, because you have one person who acts like they want something, but then their actions also suggest that they don't? And it's like, I'm just asking you for some love. Like, show me love. They want you when they want you, but then when you're not around, they don't want you no more. Like, it's the craziest energy this morning. All right. I can't make this up. I am totally in love with you. I am totally in love with you, y'all. The plot is thickening this morning, okay? Go ahead and start dropping those zodiac signs in the chat. I want to know whose business we about to get into this morning. Okay, remember I do my readings for Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising, all right? So we got move on, person one, okay? Person A, you need to move on. You already feel like you've lost a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of energy. You know, it feels like you've been putting into somebody and they're not reciprocating, okay? You need to slow down, okay? And it's interesting because as we look at this card, it kind of from a distance looks like an eye as well, right? Like a meter as a gauge, okay? You are also being told to like be aware, open up your eyes and see what's in front of you. All that glitters is not gold, okay? All that is glitters is not gold, okay? We also have for you, you might be delivering some bad news to this person. Like, beat it, scrub. I've been asking you for too much, all right? Person B, they're putting on a show, pretending like they don't really like you when they do like you, okay? They're playing mind games. They're immature. They're testing you. They're analyzing you. They're paranoid, okay? They're cautious. They're insecure. They're being very guarded. They feel incomplete, okay? You want somebody to complete you, but they acting like they ain't even hold on their own. Your piece of bread plus my piece of bread makes a sandwich, okay? That's how that works. But I'm afraid to admit to you guys that they are totally in love with you. All right? They are in love with you and they don't know what to do with it. Like it's the wildest thing. I've said that and I've been consistent about that this whole time. All right? So, remember I do my readings for Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising, and if I don't call you out, you can still cross watch. You're welcome in this space too, okay? Now the question is, whose business is this? All right? If y'all ready to find out whose business this is, I want you to go ahead and drop those zodiac signs in the chat and put those magnifying glasses in the chat because, baby, it's time for us to get into this. Listen, we don't judge, we zoom in, we investigate, we get real messy about it, and then we come on out and mind our own, all right? Here we go. All right, Spirit. Who is person A in all of this? Who is person A? Oh, I'm about to break my card again. That was an Earth card, too. All right, let's see. They know about you, person A. I am never wrong, am I? Person A is a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Where is all my earth signs? If you or your person is an earth sign, go ahead and drop that earth sign in the chat. You're coming in this morning as the Hierophant in reverse. This is personal beliefs, freedoms, going against the grain, unconventional, foolish, generosity, fragility, unorthodox, hypocrisy, blind faith, and misconceptions, okay? Where's all my Taurus, Virgo, Capricorns at this morning? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising, all right? Now, who is person B? Too many cards, Spirit. Water signs. Where are my Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I don't know why I would say that wrong. It's Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But, you know, I got to represent me first. Anyway, you're coming in this morning as the Knight of Cups. If you or your person is a water sign, go ahead and put those water signs in the chat. Water signs in the chat. You're coming through as the Knight of Cups this morning, okay? This is creativity, romantic, charming, imagination, beauty, knight in shining armor, following the heart, Prince Charming, and proposals. Okay. So remember what I said initially in the beginning of this reading. This person acts like they're interested, but then they don't act like they're interested. It's a really confusing energy. All right. And that's the part we got to get through. All right. So if y'all ready to get into this reading, I want y'all to put those tea kettles, because honey, it is time for us to go there. All right. Here we go. All right. Now, this is where we get into the cards and the energy meets the message, okay? And this is where I bring confirmation, clarity, and maybe even a little bit of conviction. So we're going to let Spirit speak and let us know what is going on, okay? Why is one person asking somebody to show them love and then the other person just like, I don't know. It's crazy, right? All right, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And remember, the energy can be inverted, okay? Now, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You are freeing yourself from this with this 10 of Wands in reverse, okay? You're at that point now where you're just like, you know what? I'm good. I feel like I'm doing too much. I don't chase, I attract. And I'm not attracting what is good for me for the benefit of my greatest and my highest good. It feels like I have been asking you for too much. I've been doing too much. I'm just asking you for the bare minimum and I'm not even getting that from you. So this is a very disappointing energy, if I'm being honest with you, because it's like, what more can I do? It's like I've been showing you, I've been giving you, I've been communicating with you, like I've been open. And I've been honest and I've been sincere. And it's like that means nothing to you. And it's very troubling to this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, because they're not the type to really chase anybody, right? And this is where they feel like a loss. And it's just like,
what more do you want from me?
What else can I give you? Thank you, Nini, for my gifts. It's like, what else can I give you? And it's wild because they've gone exceedingly above and out of their way to make you feel comfortable, to validate you. Let's be clear. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn stay with 4 books and a possible. You stay with somebody in your back pocket. So getting what you're trying to get from this other person is never an issue. It's never an issue. It's never a problem. If they want somebody, they can go get somebody, right? But the thing is, they didn't want somebody. They wanted you. They wanted you. And while they're over here pursuing you, you over here playing mind games.
Denied.
And they just said that they feel like they've had enough. Now, if you know what person A is feeling like, I want you to go ahead and put a little sad heart in the chat. Well, it's no such thing as a sad heart. Put a sad face in the chat. All right, person B. They stand true to themselves this morning. They're coming in as the Page of Cups in reverse. Okay? They're not giving you the validation and the confirmation that you need. They come across, again, it's everything that I said in the beginning of this reading. They come across as being very charming. Like when you with them, it's amazing. They come through, it's amazing. Like it's everything that you can ask for, you can want. Like when you with them, it's like, oh, I can see myself doing this, right? But then when you're not with them, it's just like, what just happened? Like, where's the switch? Like the switch up is real. And it's because they have this feeling of being hurt, okay? And if you one of my guppies, you know, I tell y'all all the time, everything in life is a calculated risk. Everything in life is a calculated risk. It can work or it can't. It will or it won't. But for some reason, in our human elements, we choose to focus on what we believe won't work, that we're unwilling to take the risk. And this person here is coming in unwilling to take the risk. You've been waiting for them to open up their heart, open up and give you some information, some insight. I mean, this level of clarity will go a long way with you, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But instead, they're just leaving you hanging. And it's like every time you try to have a conversation with them to cross the bridge, to level set, right? And get on the same page, it goes nowhere. In person B, it's like they're trying to protect themselves. Like I've said that, okay? So if you're relating to person B, okay, I want you to go ahead and put a B in the chat. All right? If you know you've been over here playing games, go ahead and put B in the chat. And be honest. Thank you, Nene, for my gifts. Be honest, all right? And have you ever experienced this before? You know, like I've never really experienced this before. I am experiencing this now. And I don't like it. I think it's trash. It's just like nobody wants to blatantly feel used, okay? Nobody wants to blatantly feel like they're wasting their time, you know? And it's funny because when you say that to people, they're like, oh, well, if you feel like getting to know somebody is a waste of time, yeah, it is, because I don't have to give you my time just to go nowhere. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if I'm giving you my attention, let it be worth my attention. But don't ask me for my time and my attention just to shut me out. Like, that's goofy. All right? That's goofy. If I'm going to be investing in you, I need you to be invested in me. Okay? That's how that works, right? And I can keep you at bay. We can be friends. All right? Now, and see, this person's so goofy. They like, we already friends. Yeah, but that ain't what I'm talking about. Person B give a whole lot of mixed signals. A whole lot of mixed signals. They too old for this. They need to quit. They need to quit. They need to quit. But of course, they ain't gonna quit until the what? Until it blows up. Why is this card over here? All right. So what's favorable about this situation? It's the emotional unavailability that's a problem, because they are so disconnected from their heart. They're not realizing that these mixed signals are problematic. They're so used to playing games with people. This is just what they do. This is just what they do. You're too good for them. Now, what's favorable? The Queen of Pentacles. Okay? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, you know what you got and you know what you offer. You know what you can offer them. You know who you are. This is your energy. You know who you are. You know what you bring to the table. You may not open it and allow everybody to see what you got to bring to the table, but you have a unique value proposition like no other. And they see it. That's why they're in love with you. That's why they're quietly in love with you. But because they holding on to their fear and their anxiety and the traumas of the past, they about to run you off.
Clown.
And at the end of the day, you've done nothing wrong to deserve this at all. At all. Water say, don't waste my effing time. I know that's right. Just don't waste my effing time. Okay? But at the end of the day, they've never had anybody to really call them on it. You know? They really haven't had anybody to call them on it. They have been allowed to play these games because the people that they've played these games with before, it worked because they were unserious, right? Two unserious people equals an unserious connection. But over here in this one, it's like, oh no, I'm going to stop you right there. I'm going to stop you right there. If you're not giving me what I'm asking you for, which is the bare minimum to show me love, give me some time. Give me your undivided attention. Let me know I'm special to you. Let me know you vibing with me. Let me know something. If you can't do that, then what are we doing here?
Damn.
What are we doing here? And this is where the disconnect lies, okay? Because you're opening, listen, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, baby, you got it all. You the total package. You are the total package. But this person here,
a bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
this person here, So what's favorable about this situation, what is supporting you, is that your heart is pure. That you coming in with peace and flowing. Like you got everything that you need to be healthy and to be prosperous. Honestly, I got to give y'all credit, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Y'all coming in, y'all ready. No matter wherever you choose to plant the seed is going to grow and it's going to thrive. Okay? Like you are the prize. Okay? You are the prize. You got something that this person wants. So why are you chasing them just for them to give you the cold shoulder and to isolate you and put you down? Like why? Okay? Now let's look at what's problematic. Let me ask y'all a question. If you find yourself being in this narrative, what is it about this person that attracts you to them? I want you to write that down in the chat. Tell Auntie, what is it about this person that you like them? Why you keep barking up that tree, you know? All right, now, what is consequential or problematic about this? They don't want to make a decision. They don't want to. They simply don't want to. They so stuck in their ways, okay, that they don't want to do the right thing. They so stuck in their ways that they don't want to open up. And see here, this is where it's going to cost them. Because you so guarded against, you're trying to protect yourself so much that you're guarded against everything and you're not allowing nothing in. And I'm getting the vision of bacteria, right? Whenever time we talk about bacteria, we always assume bacteria is negative. But there is a good bacteria and there's a negative bacteria, right? And if you get rid of the positive bacteria, even the slightest negative bacteria can hurt and kill you, right? And so they're not able to differentiate the flowers from the weeds, okay? Even though the weeds got blooms on it, they just see flowers. And this is where this becomes problematic because they're not being authentic to their feelings and authentic to themselves. If they were being honest with themselves, they will admit that they are in love with you. They would admit it. But instead, they want to come over here playing these games with you, putting on a show, acting like you nothing. No, I'm the prize. You are a gift, but I am the prize. They're not ready for somebody to come in with that energy. Okay? They're not ready for somebody to come in with that level of energy. And it's wild, it's crazy, it's bonkers, it's chaotic. Because again, why do you keep putting yourself in a situation that you're not able to reciprocate? Right? And I'm telling you with the utmost respect and sincerity, it is simply put because they have been hurt. This person has trauma. We all have trauma. We all got trauma. You today's years old, you got some trauma. Okay? Trauma isn't part of life. Okay? Trauma is a part of the human experience that our spiritual vessels are on in this physical body. We're not always looking for things to go wrong. Things just happen. We have expectations that are unmet and unrealized, and that brings disappointment, that brings hurt. My intention for doing something and your intention for doing something may be not aligned, and that brings, that anxiety and that all of that, right? It happens. But what it feels like is that this person has closed themselves off. They've put up all these barriers, and they've put up all these blinders and all these things about just trying to put up some sense of closure here. To where it's like, I don't exactly understand what is the point of you making yourself available to get to know somebody if you're really not even open to getting to know somebody. Now, what is this trying to teach you? Okay, what is this trying to teach you? Let's tap into the deeper why. And I would like to know why I'm telling y'all, Stella be over here doing readings when I ain't here. Stella, hey SJ, Stella be over here doing readings. When I'm not here, my dog be over here doing readings about this little pit bull. Because why do I have two different sets of cards? All right. Girl, yeah, I'm talking about you. That's why she been sleeping in here mad at me because it's raining outside. Thank you for my gift, SJ. All right, what is this trying to teach you? The Four of Cups. The Four of Cups. Sometimes the hardest thing we have to do is to be able to choose ourselves first. A lot of times when you're so wrapped up and caught up in somebody else, you give so much of yourself to that other person to where you alienate your own needs and your own wants are not being met. And this is where you have to get into that space of knowing that you deserve better, right? You deserve better. I'm not saying that everything is going to be perfect 100% of the time, because it's not. All right, it's not. But this is where I am encouraging you to know that sometimes you got to cut your losses. Sometimes you got to pull back. You could give them everything they want, they need. I mean, like, they can literally tell you the prescription for what it takes to win them over. They can tell you that. You can give it to them. Don't mean they're going to take it. You understand? And that's what it kind of like feels like. And here's the thing. This is the real gag here. Okay, this is the real gag. You don't even have to ask them. You just are. You just are. Everything that they wanted and they needed. And that's what frightens them, because they never even told you. They never told you. You just showed up. Being you and your divine energy and your divine greatness. Being at the right place at the right time. And that frightens them. That makes them paranoid, because it's like, who sent you? Where did you come from? And why are you here now? You see how that it goes back to that feeling of not feeling worthy? You know, And it's like, I'm here because I like you. I'm here for you. I'm here for all of the right reasons. Now, how you interpret that, how you follow up on that, how you execute that, that's on you. But I'm coming here with genuine, sincere intentions. And either you're going to open up and let me in which I'm doing too much begging, pleading, and asking at this point to be met with resistance, or I'm just going to move around. So what is this trying to teach you? Know how to value yourself enough to know when it's time for you to cut your losses and move on. You're doing too much talking. You're doing too much talking. So what do you need to do to heal? Too many cards. What do you need to do to heal? Let go of this disappointment. Let go of this disappointment. Let go of the grief that you're carrying. Don't take it personal. It ain't about you. It's not about you. You did nothing wrong here. You showed up in your authentic self. You showed up with your heart on your sleeve, ready to give it to them. You showed up seeing this person for who they were. You saw the good in them. And they saw it in you. Like, energetically, it was a match. Physically, not so much. It's the mixed signals for me, dog. It's the hot and coldness for me, dog. It's the, when I'm around you, let me love all on you and confuse you and leave you confused. But then when you're not here anymore, I'm treating you just bad.
I don't like you. I don't like you at all.
Making plans, canceling plans, not telling you the plan is canceled, getting you all excited just to let you down. Like, there is an unspoken level of cruelty to this. And it's not cool. It's not cool. And what Spirit is telling you this morning is to pay attention to this. Cut your losses. This person is not available. And it's not because they're entertaining other people. They're not available because they don't want to be available. They don't want it. So you got to cut your losses.
I guess we'll never know.
So what do you need to do or to become for your highest growth, right? What is your higher self saying to you today? It's time to free yourself. It's time to free yourself. You sitting over here overthinking, overanalyzing, hyperfixated on everything that you said and did and what they said. And because that's what Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn do. You overthink. And in this instance, overthinking is not a strength. It is an absolute weakness. You're doing too much. And it's not in a negative way that you're doing too much. You're giving too much benefit of doubt to a person who all they do is doubt. Okay? All they do is doubt. You don't know how they feel about you because they're not telling you. They so inconsistent. But little do you know, when you come around them, they gassed. They like, that's my thing. That's my boo thing. That's my whatever. Right? But because they so afraid that somebody gonna take something from them, that they're not willing to give anything. And what I'm here to tell you is that a fair exchange ain't no robbery. So while you getting all excited thinking about this person in this way, their insecurities is building up an inadequacy that leaves a lot to be desired for you, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And in that, what is starting to happen is you're getting turned off because this is not validating you. And you have no idea that when this person sees you, when they're around you, they feel you, they be like, oh, yes.
I've been waiting on this my whole life.
And it's like, oh, really? You've been doing this? You've been waiting? You've been desiring? You've been praying and asking God for these things, and then here they are, and then you're just going to be like, yeah, be the scrub. Don't y'all understand how that could be confusing? Don't y'all understand how that could be heartbreaking for somebody else? You sitting around here waiting for this person to acknowledge you, and you got 12 other people on the phone trying to create space for you, but you won't let them. Like, what is it about us that we're attracted so much to negativity? Like negative energy, toxic energy, right? Energy that's not reciprocal. We say it in jest that we want somebody that's matching our energy, but then we settle for somebody who's not matching our energy, right? So, with that being said, this is where the decision has to be made. Do you, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, continue to pursue this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio? Or do you decide that this just is a no for you? And this is where you're also being called to wake up. Okay? This is where Dominique says it's physics. Negatives will always attract. Yeah, that's true. It is science. You're absolutely right. But what I also am saying is too, metaphysics counters science, right? And we can debate this all day. But that's what makes the metaphysics, because it's things that are unseen, right? Things that don't make sense, right? They make sense. And even there is some science involved in that. We can give an explanation for it and all this stuff like that. But what I'm saying is, it's like, if we are saying I'm being intentional about clearing my energy space, I want what wants me. I don't chase, I attract. I'm attracting all that wants me. I am a loving being who experiences and receives the love in the most pleasant ways. If we're saying that about ourselves, then how do we contradict ourselves and settle for the person who's not giving that energy to us? You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's what makes this compound, complex, and polarizing, all right? That's what makes this wild, okay? Now, what are you going to do? What are we about to do? You're being called to take a step back. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, you are being called to take that step back. You're told today not to give this person nothing else anymore. You're being told, stop playing with this person. If they don't want to reciprocate and give you what you're looking for, leave they alone where you found them. It's that simple. If they don't want to give you what you're asking for and it's the bare minimum, then it's time for you to pull back your energy. Not the Lovers and the Knight of Cups falling out the deck. Both of them in reverse. You see that? This person is going to continue to play games with you. And that's why y'all not moving forward. They keep on pretending to be somebody that they're not. They keep on saying that they're willing to be something that they're not. Ace of Coins. You're going to start to take, once you pull your energy back, you're going to start to pay attention to a lot of these other people that's in your energetic space. The people who are actually coming forth and making plans and things like that. You're going to start busying yourself with other things. And I think that's what's going to cause this wake-up call for this person. Because once you start pulling back your energy, then they're going to want to come through with all the apologies and all of the this and the that. And it's going to be too late.
I can explain.
You ain't going to be trying to hear it. With this Queen of Swords in reverse, you're going to be cold. You're going to be bitchy. You looking for anything and everything that they can offer you just to like pop off. Because at this point, you've been waiting all this time.
I am disgusted.
You're getting to the point where it's just like, what am I getting from this? How is this benefiting me at all? Like, what do I get from this? You can come to me with all of the I'm sorry's and all of the apologies and all of that, but I gave you ample space and time to step up. And you continue to reject me. Like, do you understand how daunting that is? How complicated that is? How hurtful that is?
I want to apologize.
There are no words to band-aid that level of rejection.
I'm in pain all the time.
Once you say and do certain things, it's just out there. No matter what your intentions were, it's just out there. And nobody can undo that. There is no rewind button. There is nothing going on in anybody's mind where, you know, things just magically erase themselves. Y'all remember the old school voicemails? And when your voicemail tape got filled and somebody left a message, it starts to record over the old messages. Okay? This ain't no rewind button when you clear the tape to get new information. It's there. We got the Eight of Wands in reverse. All right? Still playing games. Still playing games. So it's like no matter what you say, no matter what you do, no matter how cold and callous you get towards them, they still gonna be on that same BS. And this is where you get to your wit's end. Because it's like, why do you continue to perpetuate a narrative that ain't true?
The lies. There you go. This bitch.
The lies.
It's like, why do you continue to make and create space just to fill it up and have a void there? What sense does that make? And I know you don't believe me when I'm telling you like this person is so in love with you, because when you think of a person who's in love with you, they show it with their behaviors. They show it with their actions. They show it publicly and privately, verbally and physically. They show you. And I know it's hard to believe because they only show you when you around. Then the moment you out of their face, they out of sight, out of mind. Got the Eight of Pentacles in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, you're going to start taking back your energy. You're definitely about to start by taking back your energy, because it's like, why am I giving this to you? So I got to ask the question, why is this person playing mind games? Why is this person so apprehensive? Are you shocked that this person may have hidden feelings for you? Write that down in the chat below. Why are they apprehensive? Seven of Swords. In reverse. The Seven of Swords is in reverse. They think you lying. The Four of Swords. The Magician. Okay. So basically, they're trying to call your bluff. You've been telling them all this time that if they don't get themselves together, you're going to be out. Okay? You're just going to be like, you know what? Uno out. Okay? And they're trying to call your bluff because they think that you're trying to manipulate them by hanging this over your head. And they just like, you know, if you was going to leave, you would have been gone by now.
That's funny.
Okay? So now what you need to do is show them better than what you can tell them. And now that you're taking the care, the level of care to take a step back, they're not ready for that. They're not ready for that at all because they don't think that you're serious. But you're very serious at this point because it's like, stop playing games with me and stop playing in my face. I don't know who you thought I was, but I'm a grown person over here. I have a feeling. I have feelings. I have a heart. I have emotions. I have experiences. I got my own things I'm dealing with on a day-to-day basis. And what I don't need from you is this bull.
You shouldn't have been talking shit.
So they about to find out in an abrupt way. Okay? How will this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio feel when you stop talking to them? Y'all ready? Initially, they gonna act like they happy. Okay, they gonna act like they not bothered. They're gonna act like everything is all good. Okay, they're gonna act like they're enjoying their time alone. All right, like, okay, it's quiet. Ain't nobody making all this noise and this hoopla no more. But as they sit and they really start to process and digest, you know, what is going on, they gonna feel real stupid. Because all of this is going to blow up in their face. Okay? All of this is going to blow up in their face because they're immature. Instead of them coming forward to you and telling you that they actually have feelings for you, that they actually care about you, they're going to realize that this was a mistake that they made. It was immature. It was foolish. They shouldn't have done that. And they're going to have to sit there and own their disappointment and their regret with the sun in reverse. They're going to have to sit on it. Okay? They don't have to sit on it. Deanna says, yeah, Pisces, and he will see, and not in a bad way. Just, I'm serious about me type way. Yeah. I mean, like, it's going to be what it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be what it's going to be. Now, the question is, will they try to reconcile? Will this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio try to reconcile with this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn? We got the Seven of Wands in reverse. I also have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. And then I got the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. They're not going to want to accept this, okay? They're not going to want to accept this defeat. They're going to feel very weak and disempowered to really come forward and to tell you the truth. They feel like opening up to you is a sign of weakness. And it's not a sign of weakness. Opening up your heart is not a sign of weakness ever. Opening up your heart is a sign that you're human, that you have connected with somebody. Because of that, once you pull back your energy from them, once you start showing them that fat meat means greasy, like, I'm not going to keep playing these games with you. Once you pull back your energy, you about to make this person see things in a whole different way. And they're not expecting to see it in this way. You can't be out here playing games with people's feelings and think that you're going to win. And that's where all of this comes to their loss. Okay? This is where this comes to their loss. You can't win like this. You over here playing games with me, acting like I don't matter, acting like, you know, nothing's happening.
A few moments later.
Why am I chasing you? When I got people that's calling me, wanting to talk to me, wanting to take me out, want to care about my day, want to care about how I'm feeling, want to care if I even ate today. Like, why am I playing these games with you? And here's the thing. You're not wrong for ending this call. Not wrong at all. So the question is, are you going to do it? Are you going to walk away from this person? Are you going to put your foot down and be like, enough is enough? Or are you still going to allow this person to play games with you? Let's breathe in this truth. Drop a candle emoji in the chat if you know that you need to reclaim your power. All right? Child, we always got to reclaim our power, right? All right, if y'all ready to find out what the final potential outcomes is, I want you to go ahead and drop in the chat those paper, pen, and notebook emojis, paper, pen, and notebook emojis. Because, child, I want to know what we about to do. I want to know what we about to do. What we about to do. What we about to do. Because I'm with you. All right, here we go. All right, y'all. Now, as we respectfully step out of this business, and I say potential outcome because I cannot predict free will, okay? I can only tell you what the energy is saying. Spirit can show us the path, but it's up to you to walk it, all right? So what is the potential final outcome? Told you. You can be like, nah, I'm good, shawty. I'm good. With this 4 of Pentacles in reverse, you're going to be freely taking your energy somewhere else. Okay? You're going to be freely opening up yourself to other options because you're doing too much. It feels like you're begging this person too much for their time, for their attention. I wouldn't be surprised if you start blowing this person completely off. Even though you feel connected to them, even though you feel invested in them, I wouldn't be surprised if you just be like, you know what? I'm good. I'm good. You're going to be putting in the work to heal yourself. And you're going to be putting in the work to be invested in the people that are invested in you. This is a great opportunity for you to be healing, okay? And what I mean by that is, I feel like the people who are coming your way are coming your way to show you what this really looks like practically. And this is where you're delivering that bad news to this person that we talked about, because they're not going to be able to handle it. They're going to be like, what you mean you dating somebody else?
Congratulations! Oh my God.
But the thing is, did you really think that I was going to be sitting around here and waiting for you? Did you really think that I was going to continue to allow you to play games with me and to mistreat me and to leave me hanging and, You thought that I wasn't going to be able to find somebody else?
That's funny.
Look at me. Look at me. Look what I have to offer. What did you bring to the table?
Useless sometimes.
And when you really think about it, they didn't bring you anything because they was never really truly offering anything. They were being guarded the whole entire time. Playing games. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Page of Pentacles in reverse. They're going to feel real stupid. I feel like they're going to be talking about you a lot to their friends or to their like loved ones, their close friends and family, trying to get some level of understanding, trying to figure out how to remediate the situation. They're going to open up to someone else that they do have these secret feelings for you. They're just going to take their time trying to open up to you about it. But this is where I feel like you're moving forward. You're happy in your dating cycle. Not saying that people enjoy, getting out there, but I feel like you're just like, you know what? I've done too much. I've done too much. I have been invested too much in this. I have been begging and pleading and constantly asking for your time, your attention, and your affection. And I'm not going to continue to do it anymore. Meanwhile, this mofo over here acting like you did a travesty to them.
Oh my God, my Shayla, my Shayla.
Now, we got the Knight of Wands in reverse, okay, at the bottom of the deck. Listen. Even if they do come and pour their heart out to you, I still feel like they not going to bust a grape in a fruit fight. I hate to say it. So if you even think about once they start coming back telling you all this stuff, opening up to you, don't even think about spinning the block. Because I feel like what they're saying to you is just to get you, like they're coming across almost like an energy vulture where like they just want to come around you to get what they can get from you, but it's never to pour into you. It's only to take from you.
The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
And I believe that this is why this spiritually woke card took my attention. Okay? Because this is about you having self-awareness, cutting across through the illusions and detaching from the ego. This is about you saying, you know what? Enough is enough. Enough is enough. I gave you too much of my time. I gave you too much of my attention. You've drained me. You've depleted me. This is not serving my greatest and my highest good by being here. It's just not. What is shadowing this relationship? What is making this relationship between this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and this water sign dark? Jen, as magic unfolds, a risk as high will arise. Wishes will be granted, but be aware of the design. Okay? What did I just tell y'all? Love is a risk. Okay? They may start opening up to you, but again, the damage has been done. Even if they come forward and tell you that they really feel this way about you, a tiger is not going to change its stripes. A tiger is not going to change its stripes. Thank you for my gift, Woodfin. The tiger is not going to change their stripes. Okay? So Spirit is telling you, okay, even if they come forward and they say what they say to you, still be careful about what they're saying to you. Because is it matching up with their actions? And what this card is telling us, no matter what they say, what they're telling you with their words is not what they're going to do with their actions. Really? All right, so what is some shadow work that this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn can work on during this time? Avoidance. Face what you fear. For avoidance is but a temporary refuge. This is about evasion, neglect, and being in denial. Okay, which is something that you probably have been trying to avoid doing. You know what you need to do, but you haven't been wanting to do it because you just over here like, yeah, you feel invested with something that ain't invested in you. What about this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces? What shadow work do they need to be working on at this time? Stagnation. Movement, even if slow, is progress. This is about inactivity, a standstill, and being in a rut, which is what I've been talking about. Okay, they act like they got all the time in the world to get themselves together. They act like they got all the time in the world to be able to figure it out. No, you don't. You don't. You only have here right now. I don't have to give you anything else. Stop playing with me. Out of curiosity, what are the true thoughts of this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces? What are the true thoughts? I hid my identity from you, fell out. I hid my true identity from you. I hope that someday you'll be able to forgive me, fell out. And I walked away before you could break my heart, fell out. These 3 cards fell out. Ain't that everything that I could tell? I told y'all. I told y'all. What are the true thoughts that this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn has towards this water sign? I departed when I saw you with someone new. Now, I don't think that you necessarily saw them with someone new, but I think you kind of like felt like they were stringing you along and that they could be potentially getting with someone else. But I said earlier in the beginning of this reading, if you don't believe me, you can rewind it and go back. There is nobody else. They're so used to being closed off and guarded that they don't allow anybody in. They don't. And that's what makes this a great travesty, because it's like when you finally come across somebody that is going to give you what it is that you're looking for, closing the door on them with their foot in the door is not the answer. Whew. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. I mean, like, I think you're in a pickle, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but I think the message is loud and clear. It's time for you to leave this alone. This is not going to change, not now, not ever. So I want you to take a minute to reflect and let me know, does this outcome match what you expected? Does it bring you grief, excitement, hesitation? And why do you think that is? Okay, why do you think that is? This is your chance to choose growth over fear, alignment over ego, and peace over confusion. All right. Name your feelings and your emotions and put it out there. And be willing to release what is not serving you any longer. I want to thank you so much for tuning in to PiSeas Tarot with me, your girl Mimi Lightseer. If today's reading moved you, helped you, or even called you out with love, don't forget to subscribe and give a thumbs up. Drop a comment in the section below and let me know what resonated with you. Remember, this reading is timeless, so you can come back to it whenever you need a little bit of guidance, perspective, or a spiritual reset, okay? If you would like to do a one-on-one reading with me, I am currently booking at PiSeasTarot.com. PiSeasTarot.com. Don't be shy. Spirit may have a lot for you, or you know, y'all know how I go. Anyway, I would never solicit you for a personal reading. Personal readings are available But note that I only book them through my website, okay? And they're based on availability at PiSeasTarot.com. Always ensure that you're interacting with official channels to avoid potential scams, okay? To my new subscribers, welcome to the pod. Today we had 6 new people to join us, so thank you, thank you, thank you. And a warm welcome to all of my returning guppies. Thank you for being the heartbeat of this space. To anyone who has gifted me not only your time, your talent, but your treasure, I sincerely thank you most. We had 5 people to give me a gift today, so thank you so much for pouring into this sacred space, all right? Now, everyone is fighting a battle that you cannot see, okay? We had about 1,100, a little over 1,100 people to join this conversation today. Every one of y'all is dealing with something that nobody else knows about. Okay, they may know, but they don't know because they're not in your shoes. They don't know. You can tell them, you can describe, all of that, okay? But they don't know because they're not you, all right? Everyone is dealing with the battle that you cannot see. So be kind, be patient, and gentle with others as much as you are yourself. How people treat you is not your business, but how you respond is, and that is where your power lies. Remember, leave a little bit of love everywhere you go today. And I will see you next time. Bye.